Valley Club free Medusa shards just for logging in. We have a date for the brand new Spotlight raid on the Uncanny Avengers, and there's a new tower mode coming next week, all tied to Kahori's release event. And if you're ready for all that info and more, then you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I'm ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day and a great holiday season. We have an extra large blog post to discuss in this video. Normally the blogs last for 1 week. This is a 2-week blog post, so there's a lot to discuss, lots of events, brand new tower mode, brand new Spotlight raid. And if you get some value from this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell for even more Marvel Strike Force content. We have at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos every single week on this channel. And there's a lot coming up in the next 2 weeks, Commanders. This is your battle plan for December 21st through the 3rd. So starting on December 23rd, we're gonna have a Man-Thing in the next Strike Pass. And we have all of our month-long milestone events, our 2 Turtle Doves. That's gonna be the Kahori release event, which we're gonna discuss, tied to that new tower mode that's coming. Season of Giving, that is pretty much the same that we've had previously, the web event where you need to spend snow globes. Absolute Assault, the Alliance event. We have Abomination is the Blitz, and Winter's Peak is the new tower mode that's coming. We got some details on it. Some will probably get closer to the 23rd. Grootmas Surprise Week 2 begins, so we're in week 1 right now. Let me know what your thoughts on what these gifts are gonna be. Grootmas Quick Rumble Blitz featuring the Guardians of the Galaxy, I believe, and normal Quick Rumble rewards. And then next week, all the events for next week are starting as well. So there's gonna be a Battle Pass featuring the Orcus team, so a few character shards there. Then the events to finalize the month-long milestone event, the Ice Queen's Gala, Zombie at the Party, Season of Giving, and the Absolute Alliance event. Vulture is gonna be the Blitz on the 30th of December. Then the 31st is when week 3 is gonna begin for that final surprise. Again, what they said in last week's blog post, 3 weeks, 4 big gifts. So let me know what you think those big gifts are gonna be. The Year of the Girls Quick Rumble is gonna be the Absolute A-Force characters, and then Jean Grey is gonna become available. The Uncanny Avengers Showcase is gonna begin, and that is when we're gonna get Spotlight Raid 2. It's gonna be a prologue to the Spotlight Raid. That's gonna be the permanent raid in the game, but we'll have a temporary raid starting on the 3rd of December, or 3rd of January, excuse me, and then Night Stalkers are going to the Bumps and Elite store. Diamond Promotions for Blade will not be available until his fountaining, so probably sometime early February with this, yes, that's gonna happen. And then early January, Sentinel is going to the Spotlight Raid Orb, Nimrod to the War Store, and Omega Sentinel is going to Hard Nexus 2-9, replacing Sylvie, who's still gonna be in the War Store. And there's gonna be a free web shard claim, so Mr. Negative is that free claim right now, but starting on January 2nd, you already have Mr. Negative. Black Knight is gonna replace Mr. Negative there. So if you're a longer time player, you already probably have Black Knight at 7 stars, but this is great for newer players, mid-game players that don't already have Black Knight at 7 stars. This is a good catch-up mechanic and a great character. Now this is the big free claim for Medusa. So starting on December 29th, weekly free claim, 15 Medusa character shards with a additional pop-up offer that's gonna get even more shards if you wanna buy more Medusa shards, but 15 shards every week for free. This will last over the course of 3 months and a 4-star Medusa by the end of the run. So free Medusa for everyone. All you need to do is log in. As we said, Jean Grey is joining the fight in Marvel Strike Force on January 3rd. She's gonna be available through normal means. 675 power core orb is gonna be in the store, which pretty much is gonna give you 6 Jean Grey shards unless you get some jackpot, which can award up to 180 shards. There's gonna be offers. There's gonna be the increased drop rate for Red Star, so normal release for Jean Grey. And as usual, when we get a new team, there's gonna be a path to that team. This is gonna be the path to the Uncanny Avengers. There's gonna be the Uncanny Avengers orbs, the assemble character shards, just like we've had with the past of these teams. The team orbs is gonna contain character shards for the featured new character in the name orb. So the path to Jean Grey orb is gonna contain shards for Jean Grey and the updated X-Men character Storm, Beast, Cable, Polaris. The path to Hercules orb is gonna be a little different. It's gonna contain the shards for the updated Avengers character Falcon, Invisible Woman, Scarlet Witch, and Vision. So there's gonna be not a lot of overlap. The 8 reworked characters and the 2 new characters there. Blitz credits will also be in that orb as well. You could find this orb in the Spotlight Raid orb, Spotlight Raid 2, Alliance War, Cosmic Crucible, Alliance Milestone Events, and daily objectives. Unbelievable looks to be the name of the showcase event for the Uncanny Avengers, and looks to be very similar to the events that we've had for teams in the past. Chapter 1 is going to be a free chapter, no requirements. You can just run these missions, get some free rewards. Chapter 2, you would need to have these characters unlocked at certain star requirements. All the missions, 1 will need at least 3 stars for the characters, and then mission 2, 4 stars, mission 3, 5 stars, mission 4, 6 stars, and mission 5, 7 stars. We got the Jean Grey mission, the Hercules mission, and the full Uncanny Avengers team showcase missions that are coming. Now, the first time rewards in this gonna be okay. These usually have some decent first time rewards: gold gear credits, teal, crimson gear, T2 and T3, ISO 8 credits and ions, and some character shards. The character shards most likely are going to be for the rework characters, the rework X-Men and the rework Avengers characters. And like we said, this is going to start on January 3rd. Also starting on January 3rd is a prologue to the Spotlight Raid 2. We don't have a date for the official Spotlight Raids, but the prologue is going to start on January 3rd. And this is going to be before Hercules, the 5th Uncanny Avengers available. So you're only going to need 4 of the Avengers for these missions for the prologue: Jean Grey and the rest of the 4 Uncanny Avenger teammates. And for this prologue, the rewards is going to be ability materials, crimson gear, path to Jean Grey orb fragments, Hercules diamond orb fragments during the limited run of Spotlight Raid 2. Now, Spotlight Raid 2 will include Battle World credits, first time rewards since Battle World is gone, and hopefully that comes back very, very soon in a fun mode. Now I do want it to come back right away for those rewards, but hopefully when it does come back, it's at least introducing some fun back into the game, because it wasn't very fun when it was here the first time. And just like the Spotlight Raid 1 that we have going on, there's gonna be 2 difficulties of Spotlight Raid 2. There's going to be the normal Spotlight Raid. There's going to be fewer lanes and missions for alliances that aren't full, don't have that full participation. Spotlight Raid Strike is going to have more lanes, more mission, and this is going to be the challenge for the full alliances. Also, all of Spotlight Raid 2 raids, including the prologue, will include 3 difficulties: normal, difficulty 1, difficulty 2, and will allow you to shape the battlefield experience for your alliance. So depending on how big your alliance is or how small your alliance is, you can choose the difficulty that matches it. And Spotlight Raid 2 prologue is a separate raid from Spotlight Raid 2 and Spotlight Raid Strike. These 2 separate raids will go live after Hercules is available and will replace the Spotlight Raid prologue. So there's going to be a temporary raid when Jean Grey is released, and then when Hercules is going to release, that's when we're going to have these normal raids. So the requirements, well, you can deploy any of the characters on your initial missions, but it's going to be Alpha Flight and Uncanny Avengers. So instead of Alpha Flight and the Spider Society, Alpha Flight and Uncanny Avengers. And as we said, Prologue 4 is going to require 4 Uncanny Avengers, but when the normal Spotlight Raid and the Spotlight Strike is live, it's going to require 5 Uncanny Avengers for the missions. Now, as far as the requirements for each of the difficulties, normal, there's no ISO 8 requirements. Difficulty 1 is going to have level 2 purple ISO 8, difficulty 2, level 3 purple ISO 8. So very similar to the Spotlight Raid that we have going on right now. Your alliance will unlock difficulty 1 after 50% completion. Normal difficulty 2 will be unlocked 50% completion after difficulty 1. So 50% is what's needed for the next difficulty. And as far as the rewards for the normal Spotlight Raid, you're gonna get some ability materials, Crimson Gear Gold, and limited time path to Hercules fragments and Hercules diamond orbs. And the diamond orb for Hercules, the introduction of Spotlight Raid 2 will introduce these Hercules diamond orbs. These will give you an opportunity to get diamonds for the Prince of Power himself, but it also includes Hercules accolades, which can be used to directly promote Hercules to 3 diamonds if you have enough accolades. So the way I'm reading this is a pity mechanic if you don't get really good pulls. If you're seeing this as something different, let me know. And the next tower is coming next week, coming on December 23rd, so just in a few short days. And you're gonna have 50 floors. Now, this is the 5-person team that if you drop a battle, you're gonna go to the previous checkpoint. I do like the Kiln Tower version, which is 3-person, and you have unlimited attempts. And if you want to restart an attempt, you have unlimited attempts. There is a checkpoint on every floor except the 5th floor, and you want to climb as high as possible, obviously, to get more rewards. So leaderboard rewards will include diamonds for Storm, Falcon, and Beast, so the new characters that's going to be needed for the raids. Armory 19 orb fragments, snow globes as well. And then the milestone rewards, so this is stuff that everyone can get. Captain Medusa orb fragments, 2 turtle doves milestone points. It's unknown how many points are gonna be in the tower, so hopefully when it's launched we have some good points for it, and the events are very easy to complete with that. T2 ISO 8 orb fragments, crimson gear as well, and of course this is going to begin on December 23rd. We got 2 weeks of free claims, so the one starting today, starting today and lasting until December 21st. You're going to get 503 French horns milestone, French hands milestone points, and 5 Kahori shards. One starting next week that starts on December 27th, lasting until the 28th. 2 turtle dove milestone points, 1,500 snow globes, and 5 more Kahori shards. Moving on to the 2 turtle doves event. This is one of the events for the Ice Queen Gala, the month-long milestone for December. For this, you're gonna need to score points in the sword tower. And like I said, we don't know the amount of points that you get for this, but hopefully it's a very friendly amount. Earn best of 2024 orb fragments, which you can get in the snow globe store right now. Those each cost 250 snow globes each, and of course the absolute A4 showcase energy. Now their big rewards, Kahori shards, some holiday costumes for Groot and Drax, and some mystic gear as well. And as far as the season giving web milestone, which ties into this main milestone event, you're just gonna need to do the same thing, spending snow globes. So looking at the web milestone here, pretty much the same as we've had in the past. 600,000 of the snow globes spent in the store, and that gets you all the milestone points. To get you 20,000 2 turtle doves milestone points. And if we go to the 2 turtle doves event, pretty easy as far as the scoring, as far as the calculations for the scoring. What you would need to do to score all the points for it, or as far as the points, is you need to spend forceful energy. You're getting 10 points for every forceful energy that you spend. You're getting the 2 turtle doves milestone points and the best of 2024 orbs. So again, 12,000 points for that, and those cost 250 snow globes each in the store. There is a limit of 30,000, so if you buy 3 of those for 750,000 snow globes, that gets you that full 30,000 limit. I'm not going to use that in any of the calculations, but as far as the rewards, we got some decent rewards here. What you need to get is at least both of these 2 turtle doves. This the final turtle dove is at milestone 12, but if you want to get all of these Kahori shards, there are 100 total in these milestones. This final Kahori, these final 30 Kahori shards is going to be at milestone 15. And if we look at the calculations, milestone 12, 50,000 points. That gets you both the turtle doves. Milestone 15, all the Kahori shards, or at least 100 Kahori shards, 144,000 points. That's a lot of points. Now, what we know, there's not a lot of points that we know so far. So the milestone points from the web, 20,000 of them. We know the free claim Friday because it's listed in the events. Also, forceful energy. So you can refresh this and get even more points, but if you're just going your free, you're getting 288 free per day, 10 points per energy spent over the course of 7 days. That's a little over 20,000 points there. So we know about 40,000 points. That doesn't get us very far in the milestones, gets us a little, it's very, very close to milestone 11, but not the milestone 12 that we need for the turtle doves. Now, we don't know any of the points from the tower, but if you do want to spend some snow globes, 750,000 if you want to reach that 30,000 limit, that should get you all those turtle doves very, very easily. But if you're not wanting to spend snow globes and instead want to spend it on that astral force energy for some red stars for Shadow King, well, hopefully there's enough points in the tower that you can make up for this and get at least all the shards for Kahori. That would be great. Not much difference in the Alliance event. There is a limit of 345,000 points for playing your war battles. Also, you're getting points for collecting allies. Apply 6 orb fragments. 345,000 points though get you all of the snow globes, so it's pretty simple to get all the snow globes. And if your alliance is spending, well, you can get even more of this stuff from this alliance event. And as we said, the quick rumble next week will feature Guardians of the Galaxy characters. That's going to start on December 27th. Now, the following week's events, so these are going to start on December 30th, is going to start with a zombie at the party. So for this one, you're going to need to battle an alliance war offense with absolute A-Force characters. So take them off of defense. They're supposed to be an offense character, offense team anyway, not a defensive team. Earn these New Year 2025 orb fragments from ISO 8 nodes and spend What If Winterland energy. The leaderboard, there is going to be some diamonds for Medusa. The big reward is diamonds for Zombie Scarlet Witch. If you spend a lot of money, this is not going to be available free to play. But yeah, the gala rewards are going to be the partridge and the snow globes. And as far as the milestone event that leads into this main event, well, pretty similar to the event that we have going on right now and the event for next week, just spending snow globes and you'll get some milestone points for that. To complete the web milestone is exactly the same as this week and next week. 600,000 snow globes spent in the snow globe store get you all the milestone points. It's gonna get you 10,000 zombie party milestone points. And looking at the scoring for this main milestone event, using the absolute A-Force in war is 5,000 points. Over the course of 3 wars, even without any of the new characters unlocked, you should be able to get to that limit of 25,000 points. Earning a New Year 2025 orb fragments from the ISO 8 campaigns. 1 point for orb fragment met, but we don't know how many orb fragments we're gonna get per ISO 8 energy spent. So a little hard to do all the calculations, see if this is an easy or a tough event. Earning these milestone points is 1 point, and spending What If Winterland energy is 10 points. Now you're getting additional points for using the new absolute A-Force characters in war, starting at least 5 yellow stars. So unless you spent or got really lucky on those orbs, well, not gonna get any of these, so I'm not gonna use that in the calculations. But the only place that I see these zombie Scarlet Witch red stars is on that final milestone. 400,000 points seems very, very grindy, very, very spendy for all that stuff. But if you're just looking for that partridge, it's gonna be right here at milestone 14. Should be pretty simple to get, hopefully, because we don't know all the sources that we're gonna get points yet. Milestone 14, you need 101,000 points. We only know about half of those. So points from the web, you're getting 10,000 of those. Use your absolute A-Force in war, 25,000 of those. And if you just use your free energy from the What If Winterland, 288 free per day times 10 points times 7 days, a little over 20,000 energy. So we know about 55,000 points that we can get for free, pretty simply. The rest of them, not sure. So the ISO 8 energy that we can get per day, if you're just doing your free ISO 8 energy, that is a little over 4,500 that you get over the course of 7 days. If you're doing your 4 refreshes, which is 150 power cores, because you're getting 1 free refresh per day, and then another one, the other 3, you have to spend 50 power cores. So 150 power cores per day does get you almost 8,000 ISO 8 energy over the course of 8 days. But we don't know how many New Year 2025 orb fragments are we gonna get per ISO 8 energy. So it's really unknown how easy or hard this is. I'm assuming just to get the partridge will be pretty easy, just based on some of the difficulty of getting the minimum meta items. So hopefully that's the case here, and we get a good conversion ratio of ISO 8 per orb fragments earned. The last Alliance event for December looks very similar to all the other Alliance events that we've had throughout December. War battles, 600 points for that, 345,000 point limit. That is more than all the snow globes that you get. You're also getting more points for this, getting Allied Supply 6 orb fragments. It is a 6-day event through the Alliance. And the Quick Rumble Blitz that's starting on January 3rd will feature A-Force characters, not absolute A-Force, any A-Force characters in that Blitz. But of course, everything that we said in this video is something to change, because everything from this advanced copy of the blog is also something to change. So hopefully the new tower mode is a fun one and allows us to get a lot of points to get some more Kahori shards. Now, if you got some value from this video, leave it a like. It's free for you. And if you want to check out the best way to future-proof your roster for 2025, check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day, great rest of your holidays. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.